You have reached your destination.
Yep. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to point out this damn thing is my hospital gown from when I had a colonoscopy. Funny how it's been there through that ass pain and this ass pain. I'm sure there's some cosmic significance. Um, I'll let somebody else figure it out for me. Okay, so here's what I'm doing today. I got my tube bender. Got this off of Amazon for $12 or something. And given that this is one of the few hoses that I have saved out of my three-way junction, this is for the right rear. I'm going to more or less mirror this. It's going to be pretty easy, I think. Here's my first piece. Again, this is out of Scarborough Fair. Whoops, Scarborough Fair. I've taken all this stuff apart and got my different sized hoses and things. I've measured this. I have compared it against my bill of whatever the hell, bill of lading, I don't know what you call it, and that's that. So I'll get that going here in like just a second or two. Okay, so the rear piping is done. This is the right rear, obviously. I've not tied it into the banjo junction there because it's already got a piece there. I want to replace that banjo junction anyhow, so who cares for right now. And it goes up and around and into the three-way, which I've got over. A couple of P-clips in there. A couple of tie downs across the rear cross member. You know what I'm talking about. And down into the other banjo junction, which I do have it slightly put into there, but not a whole lot of, I didn't screw a whole lot of it into it. So again, I'm going to replace all of that crap, the entire brake system on the rears, and it'll be plugged into a brand new junction with a bleeder nipple and the whole 9 yards. So, yeah, not too displeased. This actually wasn't very tough. I don't know why I was so goddamn daunted by it, but I think tomorrow I've got some more research to do. But I'm going to string the line from here, which goes down that way, under, through. I think through here. I'm pretty sure that's also where the wiring goes. Oh, well, I'm positive it is because I've read up on it. And then up through here and into there, or just straight out here and down and around. Like I said, I need to do a little bit of research, but that's not gonna be too tough. All right, so I might as well make a update video. I'm waiting on a one of my pipes here. As you can see, it's just a little bit too short by a couple of inches. Actually, it'll be more once it's routed correctly on the chassis here. But I've got all of the stuff otherwise routed. My the flexible hose there, the tie downs, etc., etc. So I'm not too awfully displeased at how things have gone. But I'm sort of at a standstill until I can get more pipe. I've ordered more pipe off of Amazon, and I'll just bend it and flare it as I need to. So, done a pretty good job, I think, of what I've got here. I've got the four-way ready to go. All I need is that one long pipe, and I'll finish out the actual routing of everything. Got that put up, over, around, and just sort of sitting there until I also need to order my fuel lines. I'd kind of forgotten about that. I might as well route that stuff at the same time. In the meantime, I've kind of done a few things that I've wanted to do and so forth, but you can see that my my chassis covers, I don't know what they're called, these triangular panels are in pretty sorry shape. One of them is probably salvageable. The other one there on the left, I'll zoom in, has galvanically corroded, and it's in extremely sorry shape. I'll probably toss that sucker away. Maybe keep this as a spare for God knows what. God knows it'll clean up nicely. I'll just stick it in the dishwasher. It's aluminum, so. In the meantime, I have replaced those things. I have done both sides. I've also done the reverse surfaces with dynamat so that they're nice and silent once I put the body together. Silent, quiet, they're not going to echo. Same thing over here. And here's my gas tank. I've had this for about a year now. I'm about to paint this thing. I know it's already black and it's already coated nicely, but I've got some chassis black paint that I used on this thing and on my frame, and I'm going to coat it with another layer of stuff so it doesn't corrode and or rust. Same thing. I'm also going to start working on this stuff here. I just intend to do a coating of epoxy primer and then chassis painted, at the same time. So, what I'm likely to do is get this stuff down to bare metal, then epoxy prime it, and then wait for that to dry for a while. It's humid as hell here. It's not very warm, but it's been raining, and the humidity is pretty prodigious. So, yeah, so there we go. That's it for now.